Hi, this is Charles Allen. I am here to talk about data warehouses and the value they can add to your data. What we're going to talk about is how we can take data from our chart of accounts and add additional information that can be used for reporting. This is a great advantage to a data warehouse because you control the data once it's in there. If you've ever worked with a product or reporting solution that connects directly to your accounting system, the biggest issue is the data must be in the accounting system, and you cannot create things generally that are not in that system. Now we're going to create data and then add it to this data that's coming from the ERP solution. Here's what we're going to do. If you look at the accounts, notice the subcategory right there. Notice our income section. You can see that we have subcategories. Okay. Now this is great because we can use these for reporting. But what if I needed other kind of groupings? Maybe I have another kind of income statement where I want to take all of my services type of income and group them all together. Now I could just say we'll take this subcategory plus that subcategory. But another option would be to create another category that I can just simply drag into the report. Okay. It's also a lot better than using the account numbers because, of course, if you add a new account number, you have to make sure that it gets added to the report or reports if you have multiple. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop over to a data warehouse solution called Solver. Solver is an Azure-based solution, and we are looking at the D365 accounts. Now, it says D365, but if you have Dynamics GP, Sage Intacct, QuickBooks, or any other kind of system, and you are limited by what data is in the source system, what we're doing here is adding to it. Down here you see highlighted a column called External Reporting. This is a new category that I have added. Again, if you look over here, it's not in this list. So we come back over here, we have External Reporting, and this is going to be something that we can use to build our reports. I've already added some categories to my data for that. So now we're going to go into the report writer. Notice that I'm looking at my accounts, and there's that external reporting right there. So let's say we're going to build an income statement. So I'm going to say revenue. And the first thing I want is services. So I'm going to type services. Okay. Now, I need a row that's going to list all my accounts. Notice I said a row that will list all my accounts that belong to that group. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take external reporting and I'm going to drag it up here, right on that row. And I'm going to tell it to create a selection group because I want to select my data based on that category. Okay. Notice it's grouping by that, and I need to add a filter. So I'm going to take my item, I'm going to drag it in here, and here are the external reporting categories that I added. Here's services. Hit OK there. Now, within that category, though, I want to list my accounts. And so I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to pull in my description of my account. Then I'm going to go to my grouping, and notice it's already there. So what's going to happen when I run my report is it's going to list my services accounts one by one in account description order. Okay. Now, one thing we want to do is tell it to display blank records because I may not have any data yet, so we still want to show data. Let's go ahead and make this a little bit bigger, and we'll make that a little bit bigger. Oops, like that. Okay. Now, we also want to show our product sales. So we're going to do product sales. Okay. And we're going to copy this and paste it here. Okay? And the only difference is going to be, instead of service revenue, it's going to be product revenue. But we're still going to list by account. Okay? So let's go ahead and make that bolded. And this still has our display blank records. And we could do the same thing for our other categories. So let's come over here. We'll call this sales reductions. And again, we'll copy. And we'll come over here and paste. And let's go ahead and change this to our sales reductions. Okay. And again, let's make that bolded. All right. So when we run the report, what we're expecting to see is a list of services accounts, a list of product sales accounts, and a list of sales reduction accounts. Okay. So let's hit run and run. And there it is. Here's our list of accounts, list of account, list of accounts. Now, the cool thing is, what if we add a new account to our chart of accounts? The key will be that we categorize it correctly. So what we're going to do, we only have one of these, so we're going to add another product sales account to show up. So here we go. We're going to go back to our data warehouse, and we're going to go to our accounts. Okay, so we're going to go to dimensions, and let's go actually to our to our overview. Let's go to here. So here's our list of accounts. Now this would normally, of course, have been coming in from D365 or some other ERP solution. But I'm going to go ahead and add an account here. And I'm going to make it 40275. Or I'm sorry, let's put it right under that, 40225. Let's get add 40225. And we'll call this finished goods sales. All right, and this is going to be income statement, and we can call this something. We don't really care. We're not using it actually. Let's do posting, and let's come over here to the last column, and we'll call this product sales. Okay. All right. Now, if we come back down here, here's our product sales. And now actually we made a little mistake. We need to change that name to product revenue. So let's come back up here, change that to revenue. There we go. All right. So let's go back to our report and let's rerun it. And notice there's our new item right there. A little misspelling, but that's okay. But see how easy that is. All we had to do was create another category, make sure that our new data fits into that category, and the report automatically includes it. So if you would like to explore the use of a data warehouse with your data and what benefits it can provide, just contact me and I'll be happy to give you a demo or provide you some more information. Have a great day.